Welcome, everybody, into a good old IPDL Season 25. It's your first podcast of the season. We're going to be recapping draft, as well as a few other things. Welcome, everybody, back. It's been, like, 2 weeks or something. Ain't that right, Evan?
Yeah, it has. I think that might be the longest break Funnily enough, we've had a season where we delayed, and I still think that might be the longest break for the podcast.
Yeah, that's probably true. And we also got Velocity here. How you feeling after those 2 weeks?
I don't know. I mean, I've been on the final podcast. It's been a while for me, even.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's been like a month almost.
It's been a while.
I sent a gift basket to your green room. It was one of those like edible arrangements. It had your invitation to the parade on it, and you still ghosted me, man. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's because you changed, man. You're an enemy now.
What the fuck do you mean by that? I didn't change.
He's changed.
One of the bougie elites that win the game instead of have fun.
Alright, brother, I hate to tell you this. When did you ever see me not trying to win an IPDL?
Maybe that time that you didn't extreme speed before getting pop bombed by Mousehold?
Yeah, see, there's a difference between not trying to win and trying, but being very bad.
Yeah, we out here sipping, you know. Remember, kids, stay hydrated. Water.
He's the sipper.
It's always water.
Water? Well, what got the water out the bubbler?
Bubbly water.
Hell yeah, brother.
Fresh from the water, you know?
Water fresh from the water. I think I do know, yeah.
Well, the more Evan changes, the more the Buggo comic stays the same. So that's what's going to be up first today. Evan, you are free to go when you are ready.
You know what, Art? You get to play the guest of honor. You can be bundled.
Holy bundle.
Best robot impression. I will be Caterpie, and Velocity. You can go ahead with Parasect.
I don't know if we got a robot impression, but you know. Hello, it is nice to meet you. I am the newest assignment to Buggo team. Oh my god. Please dispense any questions you may have. The unit shall answer when possible.
Is it true that you really are from the future?
Correct. I am from the year... We ran out of normal numbers, unfortunately.
Fascinating. My question is, what is your favorite Terra type to use in battle?
I am not able to use the terrestrialization phenomenon. I am from a time period in which the practice is not available to certain Pokemon.
Really? I just thought it was a League thing. What happened in the future? Did space dust make it impossible for certain Pokemon to change types?
No, they just threatened to beat me up with a big stick, so I decided that was not worth the hassle anymore.
Okay, that's kind of what I assumed.
Oh. I don't know about the big...
wellness check on Bundle?
Can we get a wellness check on Iron Boulder?
No, you can't say that. You can't say that. You can't say that. We will not be discussing the incident this week or next week.
Okay. Nothing happened. But yeah, that is the Buggo comic for this week. Up next, we're really just going to be talking about the drafts, how we felt about them, our opinions on them, but unlike in past seasons where we each made a tier list for each league, we decided to have each one of us take over a league and have a more discussion about them individually. So we're going to start with League 3 this time, and Velocity, you are up.
Oh, you're throwing me straight to the wolves. All right,
yeah.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, all right. Let me get my thing pulled up. My thing being the tier list I made. All right, how do you want me to do this in draft order or in tier list order?
In whatever order you feel like you want to talk about.
All right. let's go with tier list order then. I do think Mike has the best team. Is it because that's basically what I wanted to draft? Maybe. I think he has some serious threats. I think his bulk exists. I think... me personally, and maybe I'm wrong about this, I think the new toys that can't Terra are a valuable asset to have because you only get to Terra once anyway. Yes, it's a drawback for them directly, but I think as a team synergy, having these threats is beneficial for your team as a whole.
I
They're
gotta
less likely
say,
to just fucking sweep.
round 5 Lando I, something went wrong.
Round 5 Lando I was very nice. I was literally gonna take it after him, I think, if he didn't take it. Terrapicos I was gonna take it right after if he didn't take it. The other one's hit or miss. I mean, Corner Pawn in 6 is also just kind of nice. I think Jirachi's an okay Terra Captain. If anything, that's maybe where he's lacking, but I think he just gets by with Stab. I don't think he has a great, like, sweeper other than the guys that can't Terra. I mean, obviously, Bax Caliber can get it done. Lando I is great.
Terrapicos sets up too very well.
Terrapicos can set up, true. Yep, absolutely. But it does feel like it's maybe missing that Terra Captain identity, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, which is why I don't think I docked him that many points for it. I think the Bearskew is a little lost, but it's round 12, so like, who really cares?
Yeah.
Everything else on the team, though, I mean, minus Aura for Alola Mola, but round 4 Alola Mola also can't exactly be
Holy, I love
fucking spit on.
Yeah.
It's kind of good.
I mean, we touched a little bit on it with the Terra Captain identity, but like, I feel like Jirachi Terra Captain is an interesting choice. Have we seen that yet as a league?
No,
I don't know if I've seen it. I don't know if it'll be good. I feel like Jirachi has fine typings as is, and I don't really know what you're gonna fish for, but I am excited to see if he can find something to fish for with it. And like I said, there isn't really anything here I would make Terra Captain otherwise.
Yeah, that's what I was about to get at. I'm like looking at the team, and I can't necessarily pick anything out. Did someone already take a psychic type that wants to set up? Like, were none of those left in the pool?
There's always some of those left in the pool. I mean, if he wants to sub out the Bearskew for something to be a Terra Captain later, I'm sure he could find something. I think Comfey is still available. I haven't checked. I'm a Comfey Terra Captain believer. I think it could get work done for his team. I'm not saying he should fucking race to the trade window and get it in there.
I think there was some fine captainable mons that weren't picked. Like, Comfey is there. Poltegeist, I would say, is like a slept-on Terra Captain. Stuff like Entei. A lot of the times you want it like Terra Normal for E-Speed.
Yeah, I think there's options if he wants it. I mean, again, I respect trying something new. Like Evan said, we haven't seen Jirachi, so maybe it's great. Maybe he's onto something. I think this team is really good. I think it's gonna go far. I think this is a heavy win season for Mike. I think this team has a lot of potential to just do good. It's well balanced. It's got a little bit of everything. I'm scared of it. Moving on, I did put myself in this next spot. I think me and Ben are pretty interchangeable, but I will talk about myself first because that's just who's next there. I don't like grading myself. I drafted this draft, so I think it's good. That's how it is. I try my best to look at it critically. I really like where I'm at. I have a lot of good threats. Going into this season before all the new toys, I don't know if it was last draft or the draft before that, I was thinking I would take Ursaluna round 1 to be my captain one season.
I do think round 6 Ursaluna, round 4 Petrarun is pretty crazy.
I think my team's threats are very good. It's maybe a little susceptible to getting hit. It's a little bit lost in the weeds of the speed tiers. I do think it can go places. My second half of the draft is maybe a little less strong Pokemon, so to speak, but I do like the Mons for my team. Will I make changes eventually? Maybe.
I will say I do think the mods you got in the second half are decently good, and like it's pretty much past Hoopa Unbound. You were looking just for
It
like
kind of turned into
filler.
me just getting specific things.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I need a wish passer. Oh, I need a spinner. Oh, I need something to help with setting, hazards. And you filled those slots just fine.
Yeah, I mean, I got what I needed. I think my team's good. It covers enough bases. It's maybe a little bit lacking in some areas that I'm not gonna display on the podcast live. I do think it's good, and I would still put me A regardless. Ben is the other team I would put A, maybe ahead of me. I really like his team. Again, the whole new toy things, maybe almost too much, but I mean, it's round 6 Blood Moon. How bad could the team be? His middle draft is terrifying. I'm a big Volcarona fan. I like Volcarona a lot. I'm not sure it's round 1 without Terra in this league.
I think as long as you have decent enough hazard control, it's fine. But
having played around with it a little bit in different leagues, so it's a little different environment. I think it's really good, not meta defining with no Terra. Obviously, if it can free Terra, I mean, it's Ubers for a reason.
As hell. Yeah.
I mean,
even being able to just Terra out of a quad weakness to rock is like disgusting.
Yeah, that guy knows his Jirachi. Starla had a big Jirachi comment. It might be good. It might be scary.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it going off. I don't think it's a terrible. I mean, it's a 600 base stat mon. It can do a lot of things. It's nice to have. I think Wellspring was maybe a little early for Ben, just because no Terra at all. I think Wellspring's still a good mon, don't get me wrong. I don't know if I would have taken it early round 2.
In some cases, I almost felt like Wellspring was better not being a Terra user on your team regardless.
I would agree, and that's why I would have been okay with getting Wellspring a little later on, personally. So I don't hate it. And again, his middle draft, the Iron Hands Blood Moon Zarude Captain little stretch is insanely scary.
I have a screenshot.
Absolutely
from our DMs.
Frightening.
I have a screenshot from our DMs because I was holding the Ursaluna Blood Moon pick for Ben, and he goes, R6 Ursaluna Blood Moon, and I just sent him back a skull emoji. I'm like, bro, that was my R1.
I think even funnier, the note was, if taken back up Ursaluna.
It's so good. It's so good. That was my exact round 6 plan, man. It's exactly where I sat, and I ended up with the backup. But here we are. Moving right along. I'll try not to eat up too much time. I'll speed it up a little bit. Sal's team. When I find it in the doc, I know where it is. It's right here. My main knock is that I'm not sold Raging Bolt gets there. I don't know if he has the sauce still. It didn't do great last season, but
I think there's only been one pilot of it ever that did well. Maybe 2.
This team does look pretty scary. It's quite well-rounded. It's got some serious walls. It's got a lot of threats. The late picks are pretty good. Unburden Holucha with Rillaboom. I mean, it's a threat no matter what. Raging Bolt maybe is gonna just pop off. Maybe he's got the sauce.
I do like the amount of weak to ground mons that he has, and he's just said Rillaboom's gonna cover that.
No earthquakes here. I was flirting with this between A and B tier, if I'm being honest, when I made it. I decided to put him in A tier mostly for reasons of I think it's a little bit better than B tier. But I do think he would be right on the fringe. I like the team. I don't know if I would like to play the team. I mean, there's a lot of good to it. It seems solid. I think this is very much in his hands for this season. I think it can do good, but we'll see. Maybe if Raging Bolt belly flops again this season, then we know it's a fraud mon, and that's all there is to it. Moving right
Raging
along,
Bolt
Hunter's
being
team.
retired to the McDonald's workshop.
Hunter's team does fucking speed car, go fast, fucking don't look back, get killed by literally any move that manages to hit them. It's 116 base speed. His slowest mon is fucking Rapid Strike.
It's the gif of the like race car going like 200 miles per hour and hits like a little bump on the road and flies off.
Is it potentially exploitable? Probably. Is it gonna be a pain in the ass to prep for? Absolutely. God, his team is fast, and a lot of them can hit really fucking hard.
I'm excited for the Iron Leaves.
We have an Iron Leaves captain. I think that's really cool. He's got a nice selection of new toys that can't Terra that just complement the team well. Again, it's fast. It's frail, but it's fast. It is frail. It's maybe the lowest defensive stats averages I've seen maybe ever. Like, altogether. I think it's good, and I think if played properly, it can do some serious damage.
I think I've seen slightly lower than that, but yeah, it's pretty low.
It'll just come down to if he's able to protect himself from getting hit, because obviously in a clean foot race, he is gonna beat you in that one. He's getting to the finish. He's getting to the finish line first.
I will say it's really funny seeing his walls being like Iron Treads, Latios, Alolan Ninetales. That Alolan Ninetales Aurora Veil is going to put in so much work this season.
It's going to have to.
It's going to need to. It's going to need to. Who do I got next? Shader's team. It's Dragapult Tinglu. It's a classic. I think
it's tried and true.
It's kind of your standard. I mean, Quackavol's obviously good. It's good. This is in my opinion the most B tier team I've ever seen. It's good. It doesn't blow me away, but it's good. Cloth is funny.
I don't know how I feel about the Pelipper throw-in.
For some reason. Rain, I guess. I mean, Skarmory I think is really good. I think it's a slept on. We've seen it do work on its own. I love the Skarmory edition. Late Iron Moth, really good. Round 6 Iron Moth, yep. Why not? Throw it in there. I think this team is very a team. like none of the teams are bad, for the record. I don't think any of these teams are bad.
Well.
No.
Wow.
I don't think any of them are bad. All of them can perform.
Yeah, that's true. That's pretty true.
Right now,
I will say I think Therian Thunders is a little early, but either way, I think this team's good, and I think Shader can absolutely do work with it. It's again, I mean, there's a reason Dragapult Tinglu is a combo we see often. It's good. It just is. So I have no doubt Shader can do work with this team. I like it. It's cool. Yeah.
I'm calling right now. He's going 7-4 with a +7, and he's going to reach top 8 of playoffs.
That's crazy. We did see Monobug last season pop off for a few games, so yeah. Like, anything's possible. Anything can do well with enough heart, you know?
The rain does cover some of his... Like, it helps Caesar exist. It does give Thundy stuff to do. Quack obviously can just exist in the rain. It's a little out of place, maybe, I think, still, but I do see the benefit to having rain.
It just feels like it kind of neuters Moth and Tinglu a bit, but...
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, you usually have stuff like that on a rain team anyway. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I have faith. I think it's a team. It's gonna do fine. If Shader locks in, I think it can do great. Again, I think any of these teams can do great. But we'll see. That was my read. That's my sole read. I didn't slave away over hot speed tier stat sheet for any of these.
Alright, up next.
Venom's team. I like it. I don't love the start. I mean, I don't think Lando T Heatran is great, but everything after that, I am very much on board with. I think Ogrefon Hearthflame is still really good without Terra, just on typing alone, and I mean,
It covers a lot.
Ivy Cudgel. Mew Captain we've seen a couple times to some extent. I think it's alright.
It has the odd game where it pops off.
I think Zapdos Galar in 10 is really nice, actually.
Yeah.
There are a lot of flying types on the team in general, but I don't hate it. There's also 4 fairies.
I guess the thing that
a little bit overlap,
immediately stands out to me looking at it is hazard removal doesn't seem to be that good.
Again, this team I kind of had on the fringe of B and C. I think I mostly moved it up for aesthetics purposes.
I mean, he has a really cool logo.
It is a really cool logo. There is no denying that. They're good mons that I don't particularly like at the start of his draft, so I put it lower. The rest of his draft I do think is good. Is it going to be cohesive together? I'm not 100% sold on, but I also don't super know the balance style
hi,
either,
Ali.
so...
What's up? Appreciate you coming in.
I think it's got potential. Maybe it won't. Who knows? Whimsicott's funny.
And we had a little look through of draft teams and the history of drafting, and funny enough, that is one of Venom's most picked mons. The Whimsicott. He's a Whimsicott enjoyer.
He's got whimsy in his life.
Whimsy.
Moving along to Kimchi's team, I put at the top of C tier because despite being a gimmick draft, I believe he had no input on any of the picks, really.
Not even his captain.
Everybody else got to pick one for him, and not a single person fed him just straight garbage.
Maybe for the round it was garbage, but
for the round it went, perhaps. But there isn't a mon on here that I'm like, this is unusable. He has picked himself all 3 of the elemental monkeys in a different league. I've seen it.
I have also seen that.
This team better than that. No offense, Kimchi.
He also picks himself levity in consistently, so...
All of these mons are more than capable of doing stuff. Is it the best team? No, of course not. It's a gimmick team. Do I think it fits into Kimchi's wheelhouse nicely? Yeah, probably. He loves using mons that are a little out there.
I will say, round 4 Annihilate does feel like a steal.
Maybe it's not even that out there, because maybe this isn't out there enough for him. Maybe he wanted a Ledian or a Elemental Monkey to really round out his team. A comfort pick.
Unfortunately, Ledian is not in the generation.
Still remember?
Yeah.
Okay, I meant like it. Like,
man, I really want this sword.
I think it can do work. I think it can get there. It's pretty good. Is it blowing me away? No, but, you know. Hey. We love to see a Kimchi team come together. Moving on, we have Cruiser's team. It's alright. I think it maybe suffers the most from a lot of these wanting to even just stab Terra. I think it's pretty good, but I still think it's lacking in some areas.
What's an area in specific, do you think? You could call out and be like, he's got a hole there. Let's fix it.
I mean, the defense is tough. Obviously, Great Tusk has nice defense, but everything else kind of hovers. I think it's doing a lot to make that number look better. Iron Crown is okay, but, like, you don't really want Iron Crown to be a defensive tank, I feel like, a lot of the time. He can be, I
He's
guess.
okay with AB.
It's It's all right. I mean, I love Mamoswine. Don't get me wrong. Mamoswine's based as hell. Special defense looks nice though. Good special walls. Special attack is also maybe a little tough. I mean, Greninja is nice. Slowking Galar can get there, but like, other than that, it's like Iron Crown is here to do all the lifting. Miss Magius is certainly a Mon. I like Miss Magius, but I don't
Maybe a little
particularly
fake.
think it's great. I don't think it's gonna really go off. Terra
Miss
Cap and
Maggot is
Dragonites,
goated.
tried and tested. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It feels like, I mean, it can do good. Don't get me wrong. It has potential for sure. Ambipom's annoying as hell to deal with. Although I don't really know if it brings too much to the table. Its speed falls kind of in between.
I'm just wondering if Ambipom is a Mon that can pop off in not the hands of Australian Ryan. You know?
You think it's an Aussie Ryan?
I think it's an
only
Aussie
Mon?
Ryan special.
Like, it looks like it would be okay if it was one back and forth.
I like Miss Magius. I like Miss Mag. Prove me wrong. Go ahead. Go out there. Go ahead. I think it's a cool Pokemon. I don't think it's great. Caught.
I don't even know which, like, utility that Miss Magius even brings to a team, to be honest.
Burn, Will-O-Wisp. That's about it. Gets Shrek, I think.
Yeah, there's a little bit, but not a ton.
I've drafted Miss
Aussie Ryan
Magius multiple
secret.
times.
And the secret to Ambipom.
Alright, do you want to move on to Button Guy then?
Yeah, we can move on to Button Guy. Pretty good team. I think in the environment that League 3 was, Meowscarada is not the best round 1. I think it's good. It's another very quick team.
So,
Arboliva's
I will
actually
immediately
assassinating
say,
the speed tier.
I think Meowscarada is a great round 1, but you have to heavily build around it. And I don't know if that's done here.
I would agree. This team looks like it's built out to go fast. I think Blastoise was early. Although I
Definitely.
assume that's just
Definitely.
desire to get a spinner. Sneasler with Indeedee I think is fun. I kind of like it. Obviously, it's nice to have the Earthquake cut for Sneasler. I think the anti-priority might actually be better, in my full honest-to-truth opinion.
For Sneasler, I don't think it's the case, just because the like best priority moves are usually either Dark, Bug, or like Rock, and I don't think it has really a problem with those types.
Yeah, that's fair. I could see that. It's just kind of nice, but even like for Prankster, it keeps safe from Prankster T-Waves.
Prankster is pretty fair.
I think it's nice. I don't think there's any reason to like turn your nose up to Psychic Terrain versus Grassy Terrain. Obviously, I think Rillaboom is the better Pokemon than Indeedee in a vacuum.
That's true. That's pretty true.
But Rillaboom went, I think, round 2 in League 3, so
It did.
that's 10 rounds later for your terrain setter. I like the Mons on Button Guy's team. I think the middle is maybe a little tough, like Blastoise, Arboliva. Captain Ceruledge is fun. I think that's neat.
I've heard so much hate for that Mon that I don't know if I can say good things about it, but we'll see. I hope it goes.
But I hope it goes off.
Yeah, I want to see it go off.
That Mon is deceptively bulky.
I do not trust it to actually carry games, but I do like the concept. I think it's fun. I love Raikou. I love Crocodile. It's fun. It looks like a fun team. I will admit. Is it synergistic with itself? We'll see. I do like the possibility of Arboliva being the terrain setter also. I think that could be fun. It's a little scary to make Seed Sower your terrain set for Sneasler, but It could be cool. It could be fun.
Yeah,
You know what,
I
is,
like
take
it.
a
I
hit.
think it's good.
is Seed Sower guaranteed at any point? Like,
It's. I think as long as you get hit with a physical, I think.
it's just hit by a damaging move. Okay.
Oh, it's any damaging
Yeah.
move. Okay, it could be fun. It could be fun. I think that could be neat. It gives you options. Having the 2 paths is nice. I think it's there. I think it's okay. Again, a lot of these mons are fun in a bubble. It'll be interesting to see if they can work together. Dio speed into Metagross seems a little. I mean, obviously, Metagross is not quite the same creature as the Oxus speed, but
They're definitely
with the
very
psychic-
different.
With the psychic market the way it is, I feel like he maybe could have left it alone.
I think that was more of a, like, wanting of a
Yeah.
fast mon into, hey, I need a steel type.
It definitely accomplishes that. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, good team. None of these teams are good. It was a hard list. A lot of the teams I would like. This tier list is really tight.
Oh, yeah, what about Chimeras?
Chimeras, I mean, speaking of tried and true combinations, Goldengo, Samurott, Hisuian, the classic. We put the spikes out and we don't let them take them away. I think Garchomp is still good without Terra. Obviously, it's less good for literally obvious reasons. It's still Garchomp. He's still good. Walking Wake is maybe the most lost thing I've seen on this team. Look, I have a lot of issues with Walking Wake. I think it's not the best. Do I think it is still good? When it's not on Ryan Pro's team, yes. Otherwise, it's a fine mon. Did we need to take it right after we took Garchomp?
Probably not.
Also, probably not. Everything past like Excadrill. I mean, Muckalolan's not bad. It's not bad. The back half isn't bad. I think when I placed this on the tier list, I did look a little harsher at the back half of this draft. I don't hate it.
I do.
Do I think we needed Noivern when we already had Walking Wake? I don't think so.
And Garchomp?
And Garchomp.
Well, yeah, but again, at least it's like, special versus.
I mean,
Physical,
Garchomp, especially without Terra, is going to be running special a lot of the time. Like, a common set for it was to run, like, Rocky Helmet Rocks, run a Fire special attack, and then run Earthquake.
Either way, I mean, this team's fine. It's a little, like I said, a little lost, maybe. I don't know if I think Electivire is a real Pokemon.
Not.
It's kind of cool. It's nice to see it getting a little bit of action, but it's round 12. Who really cares at round 12? It's good. I can see it. Blaziken round 11's funny. The smear campaign against Blaziken has successfully
It has
obliterated that
put
mon.
it in the trash can.
It has influenced the IPDL at this point, so.
Alright, anything you want to say about Hellborn, or just leave it at Dragon?
I mean, he's the dragon guy. It is what it is. It's a monotype draft. Dragon's a good type, don't get me wrong. Got some scary dragons returning. Roaring Moon is pretty fucking terrifying. Will it be good enough? Who knows? It's Hellborn. It's a Hellborn draft. It's a monotype draft. It's Hellborn. It's dragons. You get what's on the tin.
That's true. That's pretty true.
One second. Observation really quick about Hellborn's team.
Yep.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Does it have any form of hazard removal?
I don't believe so, and I think that's
Flygon.
why I was like, why Kingdra instead of Tatsugiri?
Yep. Flygon has
Flygon?
defog.
Defog? Okay. Oh, it apparently doesn't? You're being challenged on that?
What? What am I looking at?
I think you're looking at that.
Oh, that's
Death
Penny! I don't know how to read. I don't know how to read. Alright, never mind. It doesn't anymore. It used to.
Most things used to get defog.
Yep. Okay. In that case, you
I'm,
have to
I'm,
thank Comaris for taking Noivern away, because Noivern still gets defog.
it was also the Tatsugiri. Like I said, it's left in the pools. I wish he picked that
Yeah.
over Kingdra, but we'll see how the Kingdra works.
He can still go back. He can still go get it.
Alright, we're gonna move on to League 2 now. Evan, you are in the hot seat. This is your tier
I'm in the
list.
hot seat. First
Um,
off, round of applause for Velocity for getting out of the hot seat.
yay!
Oh, yippee, yippee.
Alright, I'll be honest. This tier list could have all been moved up one tier, and it would have been the same. Like, these teams are demonic.
Yeah, I don't know why
think-
you had an S
think-
and a D tier and didn't use either of them.
I didn't feel like anyone's team was truly that horrendous, and if as we're going through this you want to challenge me, feel free. But
Wiener
we
looking
can
tier
definitely go
list.
over. It does kind of look like a wiener.
Oh,
Maybe I should have moved Cake down to B tier, and then it really could have taken off,
yeah.
Starforge PC ass looking motherfucker. Anyways,
Alright, let's start at the top. How you feeling about this top?
starting at the top, we have Chill. Really like. I know Iron Valiant's a fraud, but Iron Valiant Latios Heatran feels like a very good Fairy Dragon Steel. To me personally.
Especially when Latios turns into a poison or electric type.
Exactly. Then getting Boulder to bolster like the physical aspect for Valiant being more of a mixed attacker kind of feels disgusting. Regieleki as a spinner, I don't know if it necessarily needed to go as high as it did in most leagues. Like it's fine, but
It's the fastest hazard or clearer and the fastest screeners you'll ever see.
true. One thing I looked a lot at when reading most teams was, do they have a backup on hazard removal? Which, Kraganol's sitting there. Double check before I get hazard removal gone. Again, yep, Talonflame is sitting there with a defog, so having 3 sources is really nice. Sinistcha I'm a big fan of. Used it twice now, and it is surprisingly bulky and can really do a lot of things. Despite the fact that it runs traditionally maybe like 1 to 2 sets of variation, it is surprisingly difficult to deal with. Crocodile for Intimidate and a solid ground type. Again, I've never drafted Crocodile myself. That might feel a little early in our current meta, but if he needed it, he needed it. And then Florges for like a late game wisher. I don't know. Team just felt really solid, felt cohesive, and I kind of liked it.
Yeah. Next up, you got Joey.
Joey.
Joey saying you're like yanking his wiener or something.
Yeah, you are tugging him off or something.
Why am I yanking his wiener? What did I do?
For putting him second.
Yeah. It looks like a good team. You have the classic right there, right at the start. Dragapult, Hisui, and Samurott. But you're backing it up with a Namorous Excadrill. What are we doing letting people draft this shit, man?
I mean, it's a new era. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. There's new Pokemon,
Ogerpon, Hearthflame, disgusting, nice base 110 to kind of round out his higher speed tiers, ignoring the fact that, what do I see here?
A speed?
Hisui and Samurott is slower than I remember, but in the first 5 picks, you have a 142, a 106, and a 110. What?
Yeah. Pretty good.
Craziness. Anyways, I'm not a huge fan of Milotic, which I think is why I put Joey below Chill.
Hey, man.
You see that
The Melodic can go crazy.
Deoxys Speed is a fun little techie mon you can definitely do a lot with. Slitherwing for that nice little bit of priority and just kind of a heavy hitter. Cyclizar to back up the Excadrill on hazard clearing. The Calx can always do some fun stuff. Toxtricity, it's Joey's kind of, mascot mon, so I think that's kind of fun to see it there. Like to see him do some stuff with it this season. Not traditionally a mon we see a lot of. And then Regidrago Terra Captain, also known as the Aussie Ryan effect, has definitely been taking the last couple seasons by storm.
Yeah, I think Cyclizar is probably a nothing mon there for that team. I gotta counterpoint that one out. I think it's hard to bring it any week that you bring Dragapult, Regidrago, and Excadrill, and all three of those mons are strong enough to come to most weeks.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's just a nothing pick there. But it could be a nice backup if you wanted to drop Excadrill, but I doubt it.
I feel like Cyclizar is fine to bring any week that Excadrill feels bad and you're not planning on bringing Dragapult. But let's be honest, how often are you not planning on bringing Dragapult?
Yeah, that's my point. I think that was maybe a mispick.
Yeah, well, the thing is, right, the reason I kind of, looked past it a little bit is with Regidrago being the Terra Captain, how often are you going to, be doubling up on the Dragon weaknesses? But you're right, with Dragapult kind of leading the brigade, I don't know.
Keep moving that forward.
Yeah, Cake. Golden Gull, Landorus Therian, kind of an early Alomomola. Maybe by a round, but if you don't think it's going to come back around, I understand it. Garchomp round 6 feels disgusting, even with that it being Terra banned. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
I think it's reasonable to some degree, but probably should have went around sooner.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of getting it a little late feels good for him there. Also a late Moltres in my opinion.
Yo, appreciate
Captain
it.
Necrozma,
Welcome on in, Sparky.
Can do
Thank
some
you
work.
for the
and
prime.
The last 3 mons all felt
Hope you enjoy the
pretty
emotes.
decent as well. Not the hugest fan of the turtle, but it can still do some stuff. Yeah, Namorous Therian. That's the turtle one, right? I'm not.
Yeah, Dartle.
Okay. Next is Carly. Sneasler round 1 should be fun, even with the ban. Like the Iron Boulder also in there, or not Boulder, Bundle. I can't read. The Iron Bundle in there.
Put them in the bundle.
Definitely some fast mons. Kind of knocked this team a little bit with. I don't know how I feel about the Hydrapple captain. I feel like there were other candidates on the team that could have made good work with Terra, and Hydrapple I feel like could have lived without it.
I'm a fan of it, but yeah, I do think Hydreigon or
I think it's fun.
Iron Moth could have maybe used it more, but
yeah. Screamtail for a nice fun wish passer. Also, Screamtail is one of those things where it's like you don't want it to be your only fairy, so Mimikyu picking that up later felt nice. Treads with the really strong hazard clearing. We already discussed the Indeedee Sneasler setter. I do think that maybe Carly's team suffers from it a little bit more with the ground weaknesses. Might have wanted to have that grassy terrain a little bit, but we'll definitely see how it plays out this season.
The grassy terrain was sniped from her, as I remember throughout the draft.
She never had a chance to get it.
Yeah. It was immediately wheeled into Tom, which we'll be getting to later.
Immediately taken round 2. So, up next, you got Firetra
next
there?
is Firetra. Yeah. First off, baller. Taking 3 new toys right off the bat and just being like, what's a Terra? And then going Ogre Pond, which can only Terra into grass. I am traditionally not the biggest fan of Hatterini. But, it is a good Pokemon. I will say, Oricorio captain, after not having seen it since the first season of Terra, is fun to have back on the menu. Glad we decided to kind of converge them all into one overall Oricorio.
I'm actually very against the Terra Captain of that because I feel like the combination of the 4 already being combined makes it so solid enough that you don't care if it's the captain.
I agree, but at the same time, it just wasn't getting picked.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't think that was the best captain on this team.
Oh, I mean, absolutely, it wasn't the best captain on the team, but it was definitely a fun captain. Overquill with the Swift Swim is definitely nice. I definitely could have seen a world where instead he went with Basket Legion. But I definitely think Overquill is the better Pokemon there.
The Dark typing definitely helps this team more than I think the Ghost typing
absolutely. But it's going to be interesting to see how often he wants to run Overquill with Swift Swim, just due to how like his team is kind of set up.
Yeah, I think Pelipper, Argelion, Urshifu, Rapid Strike are probably going to do enough on their own that like you don't really need another Swift Swimmer.
Yeah, but then on top of that, like wanting to run Intimidate to kind of help the defensive backbone of this team.
Hey, any final comments or moving along?
We can move along to Ryan Pro.
Ryan Pro?
Ryan Pro went with a exceedingly bulky, solid start, getting probably the best spinner in the tier of Terapagos into Pecharunt, which is just fat.
I would say Great Tusk is probably a little bit better of a spinner, but yeah, it's very good.
See, I would say Great Tusk is a better Pokemon. Terapagos is the better dedicated spinner.
I
don't even know if I agree on any of that.
I think Great Tusk is just better for both of those roles, but Terapagos is very good too.
Okay. Regardless, Pecharunt is a nice bulky Pokemon. Normal into Ghosts is, I think, really funny to see at the top of a draft, seeing as we normally see both of those roles getting filled later, unless your name is Dragapult or Golden Go. Actually, you know what? I just suck at this. Never mind. There's just so often Mons that are good that I just forget about. Latias is definitely fun being a Terra Captain. Let's count how many times it's electric or poison. Gliscor is another Mon that I feel like we've been sleeping on as a league for a while. Like, it definitely gets picked, but I can't think of a single time recently where we've sat there and been like, oh man, Gliscor's doing something.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's not really meant to do a ton on its own. It's meant to like more stall out and like set up hazards, and that's usually enough from it.
Definitely. I just is it still worthy of the round 4?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. King Gambit's fun. I think honestly without Terra that's right around when it should go. Another team that is going to really appreciate Alola Ninetales screens. Infernape, beautiful time to take that. Lycanroc does bring a little bit of priority, but the team is actually kind of like not too bad off on speed. And Infernape already brought a little bit of priority to the team as well, so be interesting to see how often Dusk is actually getting brought. And then Manaphy, when I saw it get picked, I thought that was going to be more of a Terra Captain angle, but then, obviously Latias being on the team, not too surprising.
Up next, you got Power Boston.
Power Boston. Gonna be honest, still shocked he didn't take Arc Ralladon. I thought that was gonna be like the easiest call out of my life was he was gonna snag Arc Ralladon, and he just didn't. Part of me wonders if it went literally the pick before he was about to take it. Put him this low on the list because, to be honest, I don't know how I feel about Volcarona. Kind of feel like it's not deserving of anything higher than round 4.
That's maybe that's a little bit of a crazy take.
No, I had that shit in Nat Dex. I got it at like round 8, and it never got a kill.
I said I don't know if it's round oneable, and people are at me, and this guy's over here fucking. I'm thinking round 4 to 5.
Yeah, that mod sucks.
Okay.
Ow. Whoa.
That being said, Glamora's Zapdos immediately after is beautiful. Ursaluna as
Ursaluna fell so far this season.
It did. It really did.
What are we doing?
I don't know what we're doing. I'm going to be honest. I've forgotten where regular Ursaluna went in L1, but I'm scared to look.
I will look quickly while you keep talking.
Skarmy
2.
is. See that? There we go. We made it. We fixed it. Anyway, Skarmy is a fun mon. Brings a lot of nice, just like bulk and support to the team. Interesting to gonna have to like when you're prepping against Power Boston, try and figure out is it gonna be more of a hazardy Glamora week or a hazardy Skarmory week? Because they both can kind of fill that role. Granted, Glamora does it in more of an offensive fashion, so they can kind of both be there, but overlap is nice, but you don't want to bring it all the time. Walking Wake Hater, probably knocked the team down a couple places just for having it. Grimmsnarl is a nice set of screens. Metagross for a little bit of priority and just nice physical offense.
Speaking of screens, actually one of the reasons I love Metagross was when it got Psychic Fangs this generation. I think that made it so much better.
It is so nice. It is so nice to have.
Torkoal for a little bit of added spinning. Sylveon to get a nice fairy type / wish passer in there. Grimmsnarl, Sylveon, I actually think is a really solid fairy, like double fairy stack. Because they often don't particularly want to be doing the same things. And then Amoonguss, hopefully it works better for him. I had it a couple seasons ago and it felt great on my team. And then last season, I felt like every week I'd look at my opponent's team and went, wow, Amoonguss just doesn't want to be here. So I barely ever brought him. But at round 12, I guess you're okay with that?
For sure. Next you got Tom.
Dragonite, we all know is just a solid mon. So nothing really surprising there, making it a Terra Captain, anything else, what are you going to say about it, really? Rillaboom, I know he's a huge fan of it, and I know he realized he probably wasn't going to get a second chance to take it with Sneasler being around. Tom being a huge fan of Hawlucha probably wanted some form of terrain setting to begin with. Definitely around 2 mon. Is there really a reason to have it with Dragonite?
Not specifically, no.
Most of the time for coverage, Dragonite wants to be the Earthquake.
Yo, season 25 hype. Appreciate Eldrim. Thanks for the prime.
For a steal, I
Hope
guess
you
you
enjoy
can bring
the
like
emotes.
Terra Fire Punch or Terra Fire
Season
Fire Blast, whatever.
Hype.
But Earthquake is just such a solid coverage option. It kind of feels bad to be setting grassy terrain.
A little bit.
Quackavall is a beautiful hazard clearer. How do I don't know. There's just something about this team that when I was looking over it just felt like it's missing something.
I do think the round 8 Annihilate is a fucking crime.
Oh yeah, that is absolutely a crime. Yeah, that is absolutely a crime.
It's crazy.
I just feel like there are too many things that want to do the same role on this team, if I'm honest. Like, you have both Low Kicks and Haxorus that want to be, like, first impressioning, like, swapping in and out.
Haxorus does pretty good with setting up, too, with D-Dance and Skill Shot, but...
I mean, it has other roles, but, like, it just feels weird. I don't know. Something about this team just doesn't feel right to me.
Alright, next you got Iva.
Keyroom without Terra is definitely still round 1 or 2. I'm not gonna anything
But
against
not
that.
Volcarona, you think?
No, Volcarona is definitely like around 5-6er.
It's going
I'm
down.
not-
It's going
I'm not-
down lower.
We are passing the Volcarona thing.
It is. Stocks are rapidly dropping.
I don't
Sorry,
get.
take
Yeah,
that.
yeah. We're on Iva. We're on Iva.
Corviknight is a solid mon. King Lu is kind of beautiful to have with the other two. I think that was a great pickup. Greninja's gonna do it's there to just be fast and probably be Specs or Scarfed most weeks. Iron Hands feels a little early to me, just with how much we have going around right now. As does Pheasantipity.
The Pheasantipity seems very early.
Yeah, both of them just felt super early to me. That being said, it's not like you can't just also like rearrange the picks and make it make more sense. Like Cerule Edge could probably go there as well, but like not any earlier than where it went. So it kind of feels like you just missed out on some like really big power that was sitting in the pools. Zaru Terra Captain is always fun. You have the Ivo classics of Mew and Ditto. Brambleghast for a backup hazard clearer. Actually, is that backup or is that just it? Nope,
That-
Corviknight? Does Corviknight have it? Okay.
I think Corviknight does have defog still.
Okay. When I had made the tier list, I said backup, and then I didn't write what it was backing up.
Yes, it still does have defog.
Okay. Palvio round 12. Does anyone else feel like that is a little bit of a steal?
It's a
I
steal.
think it's a steal. I think it's
Yeah.
a value pick there.
I think that's a middle round mon, usually like 6 to 8.
That's a bargain.
Yeah. I don't know. But it's just not a team I particularly vibe with. So I think it kind of got knocked down a little bit. I'm terrible at being objective. Like if I don't want to run your team, you're probably moving down on the list a bit. Because my playstyle, I can't cohesively see how it could do well. I just struggle in that department.
Now, immediately before we get to the next one, I think you are crazy for this already, but we're going to get into Surrey. How do you explain this Surrey ranking?
How do I explain the Surrey ranking? I looked at the team, saw he didn't take a single Pokemon that was Terra banned, and said you're going towards the bottom.
Ooh.
Also, you drafted Registeel.
Registeel's cool, though.
It's
It's
fun.
kind of cool.
But it's not Scraggy or Arbok fun.
Yeah, bro. Arbok is nothing special, man.
No. Here's the thing, right? If you're gonna go for fun, you gotta go for fun. If you're gonna
What
go
is-
for good,
What is
you
fun
gotta go
about
for
Arbok?
good.
Glare?
It's funny. It's funny looking at him.
Wait, Registeel's not funny looking?
He's maybe the definition of funny looking.
He's looking funny at you.
He's got fucking sausage fingers, man.
He does have sausage fingers.
I hate this guy.
You call the fucking snake funnier looking than the metal man with little fucking worms for fingers. What are we doing here?
Any last thing you want to say about Surrey?
Yeah, you know what? Let's you take it away. You speak on Surrey.
Me? Bro, I'm
Yeah.
trying to rest my throat. I just talked for 40 minutes.
I'm starting to feel it myself. I'm reaching the end. I'm like, ugh.
I think Surrey's got a cool team. I think Cabo's kind of fraudulent, but I mean that late, I'd
Oh
take
yeah, that
it.
was another thing. There's another reason I docked him points. He picked Kamo and then didn't captain it.
I don't think it's a good captain, to be honest.
Darkrai's better.
No, but like Darkrai's absolutely better. But
I think
now
Kamo
Kamo's
is
useless.
just no. It's a great utility
Cabo's
mon.
not useless. It's fine.
You run it max
now
defense,
you don't
body
feel the-
press. You
Now you don't feel the pressure to make Kamo your fucking hero.
you don't have the pressure of going. Let's pick the Omni button and then see the mirror herbs go off and die. You know. Any words on the L Trim and Pokestar thing before we move on?
Hold on. I'm catching up on the chat real quick.
Okay.
This is hilarious.
Bruh.
What is, okay, Evan has like, no
There's why
credibility.
there's so many Registeel gifts in the fucking chat.
What's going on?
Reggie,
Did
fuck
I-
you. I'm gonna Reggie steal your ball.
I just tabbed in the IPDL general and there's fucking Registeel
This is
everywhere.
so funny. This is so funny. Anyone? All right. So first off, I will say, someone added L Trim and said Evan has like no credibility, and I don't know where you ever thought I did. Let's be
You're the
honest.
champion. You're the defending champion.
I don't think that matters.
Hey, do you have any comments on the Eltrim and Pokestar team?
Yeah. Again,
Yes, it's
first
awesome.
off, I thought all these teams were disgusting. There isn't a team here that I think is actually a bad, unplayable team. I just think against the playing field, this is how things are gonna shake out. And that's just my honest opinion.
Alright.
That being said, now to dive into LT, Serena's a fraud. Miss Magius I like a lot, but I don't know what it's really gonna do. I think
it's
you
not a fraud.
think you should have probably taken a better ghost at some point. Porygon Z is fun. I don't know how I feel about going Raging Bolt directly into Baxcalibur round 1 and 2. That being said, both mons are exceedingly good, so you'll probably do fine. Ogerpon Wellspring without Terra is a little bit sadder, but with Terra it was absolutely disgusting. Galarian Weezing I had a lot of fun with last season. Hoopa Unbound, really good mon for you to pick up. Maybe think about changing to it being your Terra Captain later. I think it could do you well.
Okay. Any last words you have on your tier list?
I have the Pokestar.
Pokestar, yep.
Yeah, they're a whole ass team, bro.
There is a whole ass
Yeah.
team still.
I know I gave Scraggy credit a second ago, but why is Scraggy here?
Hey, this guy.
Me.
This guy.
It is funny. Tentacruel right above it. How do you feel about that?
What is with
I mean-
you, Evan?
I like
What do you
Tentacruel
mean,
as
what
a
is with
spinner,
me?
but
No, hold on. What?
You've caused a Registeel revolution just to go on to say why
Because I put Scraggy in the funny tier. I said it was funny.
I know
That doesn't
you
mean I think it's
did.
good.
I
The Registeel Revolution is really funny though. Alright, I know you like Tentacruel, so that's why I turned to you.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it being here round 11?
I think it's actually like a pretty good spinner, but it's hard to dedicate it as your only like removal. And in this case, I don't think Cleavor is a removal, so it becomes basically your only removal, and I think that's a hard sell.
Am I wrong in thinking Mandibuzz has removal?
Does it? If it does, then that's fine. Let's just double check. Yes, it does still. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that I had it as
Then
Mandibuzz
yeah.
as the main, and then
As a secondary
Yeah.
removal option, it's fairly good.
okay. Blaziken, what are we doing? That mount sucks. Why are we taking it so early? I think it was perfectly taken in L3. Belly Bolt, great pickup. Primarina, great pickup. Jirachi feels a little early to me. Landorus, it's its first time in the league, but I don't know. Without being able to Terra and how many just good things get ice coverage now, I'm interested to see how it performs. All in all, it was just the team I disliked the most.
Okay.
What are you laughing? Are you still laughing at the Ready Steals?
Bro, they just posted like the same gif of Goldingo getting body pressed. Yeah, I gotta close that channel for a little bit, man.
We'll move on to League One. I decided to do more of a rating system this season than actually like a straight up tier list. So we'll get into mine. I will share with you guys in Discord though, so you guys can see it in real time as well.
How did Sean and LT go from saying I have no credibility to LT or Sean going, yo, Evan's so real?
So, I made a little bit of a criteria list of how it's going to work for score. These were experimental. They might change for future seasons. But I gave out 6 points out of 10 to stats being a high average across the entire league. I also looked at like game control, which I described this as primarily on hazard control, and the quality of those, as well as other like supportive moves that you could see in like a team builder. And then I also had a mystery affix that I assigned 1 point to, and you'll just have to try to figure out what that point is if it ever comes up. So first I got Starlot. He got 3 points for stats, good offensives and kind of fast, but didn't meet the bulk marks. I thought he had a premium hazard setter and remover with a lot of great support. I noticed that he had 5 encore users. That was pretty based. 6 out of 10. No mystery affix. Up next we got Lukub. Lukub had 4 out of 6 on stats. He's got all of the stats. This guy went crazy for the stats. Missed a little in 2 areas, but you know, I think this was the best score overall. Little secret going in there. But 4 out of 6 on stats, 3 out of 3 at game control. He is the premium team. Watch out for this guy. Didn't get the mystery fix though. Then we got I-90. He's got some HP, I guess. 1 out of 6 on those. I think he has great utility options, solid control options. He loves U-turn. If you got a Psychic or Darkmon, slap a weakness policy on that thing, it's probably proccing. But holy fuck, chat, he got the mystery fix. 1 out of 1. Total 5 out of 10 points. So if you want to figure out what the mystery fix was, figure out what I-90 did that everybody else hasn't done so far. Up next, we got Sean. Physically, both offensively and defensively, built different, but he really wasn't built for anything else. He had good control, but I feel like his utility could be a little bit better. 4 out of 10. Mustard, all about those stats. Attack and speed, 2 out of 6. Was really close on other categories, but, you know, didn't make it there. Game control felt good, but cycles are... it might be a yikes. Shout out velocity. Was close to getting the mystery effects, but not quite there. 4 out of 10.
Why is that shout out to me? Wait, what?
Because you love missing with Cyclozar and ranting about it.
I'm a Cyclozar believer though. Now that was the first season I had Cyclozar. The second season I had Cyclozar. He redeemed himself. That was a redemption arc. My hero, my goat.
Up next we got Zigludo. Yep, he has a attack. Yep. 1 out of 6 on those stat points. A little worried here of the game control, but boots are a man's best friend or a bird's best friend for this guy. Or a bug's best friend in some cases, because, you know, he is the Buggo Brigade. 3 out of 10. SJ, he doesn't need them anyways. He had no stats that met the benchmark. 0 out of 6. Game control, though, this man is solid. He knows every point of game control. I love the Alolan Ninetales. He goes crazy. 3 out of 10. Next up, we got Evan here. Hey, Evan. You got a big attack stat. How do you feel about your big attack stat?
Hold on. What? Bro, I started taking attack because I had no attack at the start of the draft.
Well, you got big attack, but not much else that met my thresholds that we had. Game control, though, I think you're just really solid. No standout gaps.
Oh, thank you.
4 out of 10. Raging, though. Speed was not in the plans for this man, but everything else pretty much was. 4 out of 6. He got some terrific stats. Game control, 2 out of 3, though. Can see some minor issues, but there is not enough, problems to go all the way, but, like, there's enough of them that not getting full marks on that. Aussie Ryan, the true Ryan. We all know this. Unlucky Firetra and Ryan Pro. He's trying to win the physical award. He's got great physical attack, great physical defense. Not much else. has control. We'll keep that control, unless you make him make the worst move possible. Bolts, we are killing things and killing them quickly. This man had attack. This man had special attack. This man had speed. All very high numbers. His game control feels excellent. But there was almost something that felt missing, but I couldn't really describe it, so we gave him full points there. And he was also very close to getting the mystery FX point. But that is your final tier list from me, based on the points they got. So, Luca, congratulations. You won my heart. And, the
You won
points.
the league.
I will post this if people want to see it afterwards as well. Just in the power ranking channels, but that is what you got from me for my list today. So, we have come to our last part of the podcast for today. We unfortunately do not have pick timers for you. This is a blame Tom moment. You can definitely yell at Tom for not having them. He was busy, it happens. He said he will be posting pick times tomorrow, so you can start crucifying people about taking 4 hours on a pick. We are going to go into some League One, Week 1 content, though. We got the matchups for you. Velocity put this together. Any matchup that really stands out to you, Velocity, that you want to talk about? That you're excited about?
Wait for it to show up on stream. I can't.
Yeah, that's fair.
I sure hope the Commissioner Showdown is exciting.
Holy.
That it?
I mean, otherwise we got the strongest champion of today versus the strongest champion of all time in week 1. That's fucking crazy to see.
Oh.
We literally just spent like 30 minutes listening to me give the worst takes imaginable.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
Hey man, I was giving terrible takes too, man. It's hard.
I said it at the top. These new mons entering the pool have destroyed my ability to properly analyze a single team.
Well, if you can't analyze a single team, can you analyze a single battle?
Yeah, give me like 2 to 3 weeks and then maybe.
Well, which battle here has your heart?
I'm gonna have to go with Zig versus Mustard.
Holy, that is cooking.
That's gonna be a
It's gonna be
god
so
tier
hype.
match.
As always, I am looking forward towards my battle with Raging. Those battles are normally fun. Kind of excited for that. How are you feeling about your battle this week, Evan?
Terrified. He's
you're
in
the
his
champion.
element. He drafted his own team.
You're the guy that's winning, bro.
Listen, if I start this season off with another win against SJ, I might actually have become unstoppable.
Oh, here we go. Start planning the parade, everybody. You heard him.
The what if statements go crazy.
You heard him.
Alright, we will move on to League 2 then. Any matchup in particular, Evan, that you would be looking forward to out of these League 2 matchups?
Do I do the velocity thing where I just mention the match that's already been done, or do I actually pick a real battle that's yet to happen?
I
I'm gonna go with
offered
I'm gonna go
another
with
battle
Cake
afterwards.
I'm gonna go with Cake versus Ivo.
Okay. Are you excited about the history there? Are you excited to see two League 1, giants come down to League 2 to battle it out?
Yeah, I think it's just gonna be a good battle. I think Cake and Ivo just always have a good battle. So it is kind of more of that history aspect that you mentioned.
Love to see it. Velocity, do you have a battle here that you were excited to see?
Oh boy, I can't wait to see what happens in the No, I'm just joking. The Joey Carly matchup is crazy hype. I think that's gonna go hard.
Love to see it. Anything about that
This
matchup
League
in
2 is
particular?
demonic, by the way. This is the fucking this is the League 2 that we pull up on the podcast every week and go, wow, it's another week of everybody's fighting fucking demons.
Holy. You gotta fight your demons in and out of Pokemon. We'll move down to League 3. Velocity, how do you feel about your battle this week against Kimchi?
I mean, I'm always excited to fight Kimchi. It's always a good time. I look forward to it. I'm looking forward to trying out the new team. Always week 1. It's always exciting. Always. You know, it's a little bit of a worry when you go into a battle. I'm always scared that I'm gonna lose. I always have the nerves, but you know, it's about having fun. And at the end of the day, that's what's most important.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Evan, do you have a battle in particular that you're excited for this week?
1 second. I've just made a mistake that I'm trying to rectify. I think I fixed it. All good. Cool. Yes, I do. I am excited for Button versus Comaris.
Of course
Ooh.
you are.
Who would have thought, right?
Wow.
Do I have to ask about your
wow,
insight into
wow.
this matchup?
No, because I don't have any.
Okay. Moving on to Velocity. Any battle specifically that you are the most excited for out of League 3 here this week?
I mean, I'm excited to see the Dragon team do work. I think it'll be fun. We'll get to see if it's a straight Hellborn masterclass or if it's haha dragons.
Put a little magic, you know? Make those dragons shine. We'll love to see it. Any other comments you guys want to make on League 3 or the matchups in general?
I do think the Mike Hunter match will be very good. I think it'll be high pace, high action.
I hope nobody
I mean-
brings the wrong laddie to a battle.
The Hunter's team is literally built to be high action, so yes, but like I mean Mike's the team I think is like the strongest overall, so that should be a good one.
Love to see it.
I think Sal Shader is also gonna really just be a really good one.
I'm always excited to see Sal perform. There's always the like a little bit of me like that guy's cracked. I can't wait to see him pop off. But then he doesn't always, but like he brings it back usually. Love that Sal guy. But that is all the content we guys have for you this week for the week 0, the draft recap. Anything else you guys want to mention or say before we go for today?
Lassie, you got anything?
Not really. Art was worried we weren't gonna fill time, man, and here we are an hour and a half later.
I think we made it.
Yeah, you know. I forgot your abilities to, speak.
Yap.
The
We
yappening,
are yapping.
which is good.
Lassie and
It's
I
great.
We're professional yappers.
Well, with that, good luck to everybody with your week 1 battles, and just good luck this season. Hope you guys all have a good time with season 25. Have a good night, everybody.